Three visionaries, Dr. Nneka Chukwu, Dr. Margaret Obilo, and Dr. Angela Ikeme, authors and pacesetters, came together and wrote a powerful and long-anticipated book, Voices of Triumph, Stories of African Women Immigrants in America. This book highlights African cultural heritage, the delicate balancing act of work-life expectations, especially for women navigating corporate America while upholding strong cultural roots.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, lady smile after smile. And on every street corner, you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of street lights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rushed home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene, and above all the bustles you hear silver bells. I hear silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. You have such a great voice.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's
Thank you.
nice.
That's our gift to our listeners,
That's
our fans
wonderful.
out there.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my.
Oh my
Very
goodness.
beautiful voice.
That
man.
voice is mesmerizing.
Oh, wow.
Can't get
Thank
over
you.
it.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
awesome.
so
Thank you.
impressed, you
Thank you.
know.
Oh
You
my
know, I'm sure
goodness.
many folks don't know you have that kind of talent, you know,
No.
because you hide it sometimes.
I
But
didn't hide it, but growing up, I remember telling my dad I wanted to become a musician, and
yeah,
of course, like every African dad, he looked at me like I had
yeah.
lost my mind, and told me never to say that again.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
know why, but I said, "Oh, okay," and and I didn't.
You did
So
wonderful.
Oh
It
my
was so
goodness, that's
beautiful,
thank you,
son.
it's
thank you.
so Christmas. Thanks
Yeah.
for bringing us into the season of
Yes.
Christmas, the season of
Yeah.
giving, the season of Thanksgiving.
Thank you. I am
Awesome.
so excited.
Yes.
Well, welcome to our December and Christmas episode of Voices of Triumph on the Road. Again, this is a spin off of our amazing book, Voices of Triumph Stories of African Immigrant Women in America. And we're so excited about the impact of this book, how the the readers, people here in the United States and everywhere else in the world are raving
Yes.
about the work that we've done and continue to do. And so this podcast is a spin-off of
Yes.
this amazing work. We're super excited to join you live from Morgan Hill, California, and extremely thankful. Is that even not the right word to use? I'm sorry, cut.
No, you got it. You
Yeah,
got it.
you
That's
got
the
it.
right word.
We are very thankful to our sponsors, but especially our phenomenal sister,
Yeah.
Queen Nelly Amaz, who led us into her amazing villa for this shoot today. And of course, we're very grateful to all our sponsors in a very special way. We want to recognize someone who's been there for us, guided us, and also taught us a lot and continues to teach us and mentor us. And we call him Ambassador Chicken Warfare. We are thankful to you. We also,
Ooh, thank you,
Thank you,
Chike.
Chike. We are so
Chike has been
grateful.
very inspiring. We just
yes,
are so happy to have him as
absolutely,
our one of our
absolutely.
sponsors.
Yes, and also our amazing guy behind the camera, Key.
Yay.
And we also want to thank Dr. Stanley Jocko, who started out with us for his
Yes.
work with us as well. And of course, we want to thank our families for supporting us through this journey. It has been quite a phenomenal
I
journey,
know,
and
I know. It started like
continues.
something so small, and gradually we're getting there,
Um,
So we appreciate all our viewers because we couldn't have gotten this far without them. So
yes.
really appreciate those of you who have been following us, and we hope you continue to follow us. Yes.
And in same line of appreciation, I know you have thanked our sister Nelly, who has opened her door, allowing us to use this space to do this podcast. Nelly, again, once again, thank you for
Thank you,
your
Nelly.
generosity
Mhm.
Thank
towards
you.
us. And also another IT person who has been helping us navigate the web system, Mr. Uche Oji.
Yes.
Uche, thank you
Yes.
so
Thank
much
you,
for
Che. We are
being
so
there and
appreciative.
being supportive. And of course, all the family members who have continued to support us, our husbands, parents, children, who countlessly give us the shoulder to lean on when the job seems a little difficult.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. You are the reason we continue to do this work. You are the reason we continue to rise and grow in this space. And thank you for opening your homes and your hearts to us. We truly, truly appreciate you. So, sisters, I mean, wow, what can I say about
I
this year, right?
know. It's gone so fast.
Yes,
It's like I didn't expect it to get to this
honestly,
point.
I didn't expect any of this. And when we set out to write this book, we thought, okay, we're going to publish a book and that's it. But it's
Yes.
really not. So as you look back at the year, what has stood out to you the most? I'll start with you, Dr.
Oh,
Nikki.
it's has been such an amazing year that I never anticipated that it's going to end like this. When we started writing this book, like Dr. Neka said, I thought it would be just publish a book and sell it, or let it be on the shelf, just like any other book. But hearing people who have read this story continue to say, okay, this couldn't have been at a better time. This couldn't have been at a better time, especially what is going on now with immigrants and their families. People are beginning to recognize that this work has come out at the best time of the decade, where we are not afraid to speak about who we are. Yes, we are immigrant families and we bring value, and it's important that our value and our voices and what we bring to the table is amplified. And this has been one of the most amazing years. Thank you, my sisters, for pulling me into this book and into this journey. Highly grateful and appreciative of you, Dr. Neka, Dr. Ngozi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Likewise,
Yeah.
likewise. Thank you. Dr. Margaret.
Yeah, I think for me it's the same thing. The number of years it took us, to write the book. And then for me, the biggest moment was that March, right? When we launched the book. I mean, I felt like, wow, like on the big accomplishment, right? Years of dreams, that Dr. Neka, when she approached us, we were so excited. But, so I do look back to that. And the other piece I do too is the folks we've brought on since then, right? Once we decided we were going to go in this direction, we've brought on so many wonderful people with such leadership skills that have been, I would say kind of hiding behind, as immigrant African, we don't tend to always share our glories, and we don't showcase ourselves. And this was an opportunity for us to bring so many different people into the limelight here and to just share about the work. So for us, this work is very important, and I see it as something that needs to continue. So I'm really excited here, and I do want to thank all of you for just standing there, for being there with us. It's been an amazing journey.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. And I feel the same way too. If you want to accomplish so much, you have to pull your support group and your family. And you guys are my family. And thank you so much for going on this joyride with
Yes,
me.
no, it's been
I
exciting.
know
And
I
we've got to learn a lot and meet a lot of people. So it's been very great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we thank all the sisters who have been on our show as well.
Yes.
All the amazing women who took out the time to join us in conversation. And this is a movement, right? We are changing the narrative. I consider us pace setters,
Yes.
having the difficult conversations, but also being comfortable, being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And when I look back at the year, I think also the day that we had our book launch, it was amazing to see all
Yes.
the people gather and thinking, oh my God, they came for
I
us.
know.
And
I know.
also, part of the excitement for me and the gratitude has also been around the feedback that we get from people
Mhm.
when we got invited by the Latinx Nurses Association to speak about our book. That was a very humbling experience for me because even though the story is about African women immigrants, it was wonderful to hear from the men and women
Women.
how they relate to our stories as well, right? And how they're inspired by the work that we are doing. So um, I'm so humbled by all of this, and sometimes it's scary.
I
I
know.
know. I think about what lies ahead. It gets scary sometimes, but hey, I know that with my sisters with me,
Whew. We're gonna pull through
True.
because
Yes.
we
Yes.
all have the same vision,
we're
right?
gonna
We're all
pull
thinking
through.
alike in terms of what we want to see, where we want to see this go,
Mhm.
right? And like you said, we have so many supporters and
Mhm.
folks who feel like we've done great by even writing the book
Yes.
itself, So
Yeah.
really appreciate
You
this.
know, when I look at this book, I would tell some people this is a handbook. You know, it's not a big book,
Yeah.
but it's a small book, a small volume book that contains a lot of big information. And reading the reviews from people, our supervisor Betty, oh my God,
Oh
her
yeah.
review was one of the things that put us out there, and we are so appreciative of her for sending her representative at the book launch and telling people reading this book knowing that, oh my God, I can relate to the story. I am an immigrant, I am a woman, I am um, struggling to navigate the workspace, let alone the leadership. I can relate to this. I have all the degrees, I have all the experiences, and yet I cannot move from the level I am in to the next level. And when they read this book, they can relate. As okay, now all the information you need to change that narrative is here. You
Yes.
cannot give up. And I tell that to myself because, again, working with both of you, you have been a great mentor for me because prior to this book, I don't even realize who I was. The imposter syndrome that I have had so many people talk about was gripping me. The fear, the false sense of humility, it was all in me. But thanks to this book, working with these wonderful leaders, being my mentor, carrying me around, I am so grateful to you for bringing me into this work. And the journey is just
It
beginning.
is just
Yes.
Thank
beginning. It's
you.
just
I
beginning. And we
agree.
appreciate you too, right? We
Yes,
all
I
bring
know.
what we
Hmm.
bring to the
Exactly.
table.
Yes.
We're all unique in our own
Yes.
ways,
Yes.
right? The strengths that we have, we complement each other. And that's really
Yes.
what sisterhood is all about. And you guys know
Exactly.
my favorite part of this book. Every time we talk is the part where I call you sister, not because we're related by blood, but because of the things that we've been through. And that powerful poem resonates every time we work together,
Yes.
every time we bring other sisters into this conversation. And, like you said, the work is just beginning, and we have so much to do, so much to give back, so much to offer. And again, from time to time, we get asked the question, what is this work about? What is this podcast about? This is a space where we reclaim our voices, where we can be ourselves, where we can talk about our triumphs, our challenges. Because, yeah, we do have
Oh,
those,
Yes,
right?
we
yes.
do.
We are human,
Yes.
and it's okay. We're going to make mistakes, and we learn from those mistakes. And like Oprah said, we don't allow those to become our prison, but rather a platform for us to rise and continue to rise. So I am so excited about what lies ahead. But let's drop back a little bit. What
Okay.
has been the most challenging part of this work for you guys?
Ooh.
You know, I don't know. This has been a very positive year, that's why it's taken me a little while to kind of think about the challenges, But of course, every work you do have challenges.
Mhm.
And for me, I think initially it was trying to manage this work around the podcast and my job, right? And also as a mother and a wife, just trying to do all of that together was a little bit challenging initially. And just like Tigra said in one of our other podcasts that we did, I had to kind of delegate and realize how do I make this work? Because this is the journey that I want to be, and this is the journey I want to go, right? And so I had to make some adjustments, and yes, that was really challenging for me at that initial time, trying to manage my time, trying to cut out time to do this work. But I feel like I'm at a good place now that I am so happy to be here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Again, it took me a while to, okay, what are my challenges this year? Because I have always been somebody who don't even realize my challenges until even when they are glaring at me, I find a way to turn every moment into a positive experience. But I came to realize, yes, we all do have challenges.
Yeah.
And for this year, again, even though it has been a very, very positive, inspiring year, a year I can say I have finally found my voice to
Yeah.
talk about things that are extremely good, passionate, things that I am extremely passionate about. There are still some challenges. And the one
And we
that,
can feel your passion, by the
yeah.
way.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can.
It's so perfect. I can't hide my passion, seriously, if you know me. But I realized that, okay, technology has always been one, the biggest for me this year. I didn't realize that with this level of work and in this era we are in now, that technology could be one of our biggest promoter and also be a challenge to me has been spinning my head. How can we use the technology to enhance this message, to
Mm.
amplify this message? Because this is not only a message we want to stop in one place. We want it to resonate in every home, in every life, in every dinner table. And I've been looking into technology, technology, technology. And I'm telling you, moving into 2026, technology, I'm still going to be talking about you, because until you become part of me and part of this project, we are not going to stop, because we're going to make it a better way of reaching out to people
Yes.
out there and making this movement everyone's talk about. It's already becoming, but we
Okay.
need to amplify it more.
All
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
lady, I like
Uh,
that. You are right. The technology is there. It's just,
yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta get
For
there.
me, I think the challenge
Mhm.
has been, like you said, Dr.
Mhm.
Ngozi, juggling
Yeah.
Mhm.
between being mom,
Yeah.
being everything,
Mhm.
and working full time and
Yeah.
doing this work, right? This
Mhm.
very exciting and important work. And sometimes, like I said before, I get scared, right? Like,
Yes.
Mhm.
is it
Is it
Oh,
worth it?
I don't want to fail. No, it
Yeah.
is worth it.
Okay.
We've already
Okay.
established that it's worth.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've already established that it's worth
Yes,
it.
yes.
It's just, the fear of the unknown. We're coming
Yeah.
into this space that's already in so many ways saturated,
Yes.
right? And there are people who started out before us who
Mhm.
have already, they have the names, they have the presence and all of that. How do you, I don't want to say compete, but how do you establish your presence and create your own platform for the world to see? And recently I participated in a training, and the guy asked me, why do you want to speak? I said, because I have something to say.
Yeah.
And the world needs to hear it.
Yes.
That's
Right?
great.
So I know that we have the message that we have is powerful. It is the
Mhm.
first of its kind.
Yes.
And the work that we're doing is bigger than us. We
Yes.
recognize that, we
Mhm.
acknowledge that. And so how do we take it to that level where it needs to be? I think continues to be
Yeah.
the question. It doesn't keep me up at night,
Yeah.
but I think about it from time to time.
Yeah.
So then my other question for you and for us,
Yeah.
looking ahead, what should our fans expect as we go into?
Wow. I think,
Mhm.
like I started saying
Mhm.
before, we are lining up several wonderful speakers, right? That I feel like our fans are going to be able to get more out of what we're doing here,
Mhm.
right? And the other piece of it is, like Dr. Angela was saying, we're taking it into the technology. We're
Mhm.
gonna do that piece where it's gonna become a dinner table discussion
Yes.
about the work we do,
Mhm.
right? And so I think our fans should just expect more from us, and we will be delivering more
Oh,
Mhm.
open, honest conversations.
Yes.
I would like us to be more interactive with our fans.
Mhm.
So if they feel like there are things that we should be, topics they would like us to
Mhm.
discuss, I would like our fans to let us know that and say, hey, could you pick somebody to come talk to us about this? So more interaction with our fans would be great.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And again, looking at it that way, Dr. Angus, thanks for bringing up all that. For our fans also to know that the original premise of this book is immigrants. We,
Yes.
the immigrants, we came here, we have value, but people do not understand who we are, that we come with great value we are bringing to the table. We are building this country, we are building the systems we operate in, we are making changes in the space we are in. But a lot of the time, those things we are creating are not being amplified for others to see. So, moving on, we want everyone to hear about it, and we want other immigrants, and men, women, young, even children of immigrants.
Yes.
Come talk to us, see what the journey your parents have gone through. They may not have attained the high leadership level, they may not have been entrepreneurs, even if they are, janitors. Some of the cleanest hotels and hospitals in the world are kept clean because of immigrant labor. Those
Yes.
janitors, those work that nobody wants to do, we are bringing all those to the table. The fruits, the vegetables we eat at fancy restaurants and even our homes are the product, the hard work of a lot of us immigrants. We cannot shy away from what we bring in anymore. So
Yeah.
for our children who we are using our hard labor immigrant money to raise, you need to embrace your roots,
Yeah.
and you need to embrace that we have come from a background that has rich cultural diversity, hard work, and we are here to stay. And as we are rising, we can never forget our roots.
Oh
So
my
Oh,
gosh.
bring it
wow.
on.
You
Okay.
talk about the
All
passion.
right.
Dr.
Dr. Angela, oh my
Angela.
God. Okay. We
Oh, my
have got to
youth.
figure this
I
out, right?
know. I know. We're
Amazing.
seeing a different
Amazing.
piece of her right
She
here.
you can feel it.
Yes, the
Thank you so much
passion.
for the energy that you bring. And like I said before, we complement each
Yes,
other,
we
right?
do. We
Yeah,
do.
and the strengths that we bring,
Yeah.
just amazing.
Mm.
And that was a nice segue into what I was going to
Mhm.
say about what our fans should look for next
Mhm.
year. We have successfully established
Mhm.
a Roots and Rise
Yes.
Synergy
Synergy.
Woo-hoo.
LLC.
Yes,
And
yes, we're moving a different
yes,
direction.
absolutely. And the services we offer, of course, this is one aspect of it.
Yes.
We're going to continue to write, but we're also going to offer workshops, leadership workshops. So be
Yes.
on the lookout for our workshop. Our very first one for next year, we're hoping is going to be in October. We're still working out the logistics. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, if you're passionate and in a spirit to give, we are looking for sponsors
Yes.
for that workshop. But really, our goal is to continue this conversation about immigrant people here in America and the wonderful work that we're doing. But from a leadership perspective,
Yes.
how do we get into the C suite? How do we bring more people into the C suite where the decisions are being made so we can be part of that conversation? And so our workshop is going to offer that and a lot more. And
Yes.
so the Roots and Rise Synergy LLC is also going to be a platform where we offer coaching, mentorship, all those wonderful things. And so there's a lot of great things coming in your way
Yes.
in 2026. And I mean, we are
Look
so
out for it.
excited about
Yes.
this work. But when you think about what we are hoping to offer, how do you envision getting all these things done?
Whew.
Ah, well, we started it, right? And like I said, I was one of those who had to make some adjustments here and there. And I think we're there. I think it's like you said, we started the vision as to we have a date in October, right? And it's just beginning to lay those foundations little by little, prioritizing the important pieces as well as the areas that are not going to work, then we skip that,
Yeah.
right? So it's more of us just being on top of it, continuing to make it happen.
Making adjustments as
Yes.
we go,
Making
basically.
Yes.
Right? What's
Yeah.
gonna work, what's not
Yeah.
gonna work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And some fans will say, okay, you keep talking about the seminar or leadership seminar in October. From January to October, what are we up to? We're going to continue with our podcast.
Yes.
We already having people lined up for months. But if you are out there and you want to tell your story, you want people to hear you, how you have struggled, what you are bringing to the table, please reach out to us because we have space for you. We found out that the world is too big.
Yeah.
There is always a space for everybody.
Yes.
And especially if you are an immigrant, men, women. Yes, the book we started with women, but we realized that even our men are going through the same
Similar thing.
challenges we the women are going through, and we want to hear your voices too. We want to hear what challenges our men are having out there so that we can use it to continue to uplift each other. We also want to hear the challenges our children from immigrant families. What are people saying out there? How do you feel being a child of an immigrant?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel? Are you feeling the same imposter syndrome your parents felt? Bring it on. Let's go through it and
So
tease it out.
so
And
so basically she's talking about the next book, right?
Yes. Yes,
next
she
and more
is.
podcasts to
And
come.
more
So
podcasts to come.
She
yes.
Of
is.
course.
She
And so
is.
as we look at the conversations that we've had this year and
Mhm.
all that we've done, um, is there anything we could have done differently?
Hmm.
That's a big one.
Uh,
I'm like trying to think. I mean, of course, there's always little minor adjustments,
Mhm.
here and there. Um, let's see.
if you had to think about it, that means no.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we'll have to come back to you
yeah,
on that
yeah,
one.
yeah. Think of, yeah, maybe Dr. Angela has some more because I just couldn't, it just wasn't coming, I don't know.
Okay, okay, let me go back into my authentic self now, right? Because we're talking about that. If there is something we could have done different, maybe we could have taken some technology class
Oh
ahead of
Oh
my
all this. I'm just
God.
kidding, but
I,
I think we have done so well given where we come from. And
Mhm.
yes, there are ways to improve. We need to improve on, you know, our spaces,
Yeah.
how we relate to people, people we are bringing into this podcast, expand it more. Should we have included men in the book? Probably we should have, but it's okay. Um, there is also another opportunity for them. Yes, it could have been, but we are here now and we are moving forward, and there will be more.
Okay.
Maybe you have
So
something
so
else.
let's be clear that we
Uh-huh.
were very intentional about having this focus on women, because
Women.
it makes sense that we're women.
Yes,
It was
yes.
not a mistake. It
It
was
was
very
not. It
intentional,
was
right?
not. Because
But we
we
And
were
our
were,
asking
goal,
if there was something else we
no,
could have done
no.
differently.
yeah, but I mean
Yeah.
that's your perspective. But
Yeah.
in my mind, when I think about the work, we were very intentional
Mhm.
when we decided it was going to focus on women initially,
Yes.
and of course we'll get to the men.
Oh,
But we
yes.
are women. Hello, it
Yes.
makes
And
sense
it
that
was
we
our
start with.
experiences,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Because that's
So
even the reason the three of us came together, because
Yes.
we were sharing the same
right,
experiences, you know?
right.
And if you look back to some of the other folks we've brought on the podcast,
Yes.
they too, most of those women almost had shared the same type of experiences.
Yes.
So like Dr. Necker said, we were not, very distant, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
That
Honestly, every time somebody asks me, I ask that question because
Mhm.
I get asked that question quite a bit, what would you do differently?
I know.
And honestly, I don't regret anything.
yeah,
There's nothing I would change, because
yeah,
every one of the experiences that we've gathered along the way since we started
has
this
helped us
work,
grow.
exactly, it's been a learning
Yes.
experience
Yeah.
for me, and we continue to learn. Of course, there's always an
Yeah.
Oh,
opportunity,
yeah.
to consider different things, and that's the beauty of growth, right? You
Yeah.
continue to gather more, when you receive
Yeah.
feedback, when you
Yes.
process, because after every podcast we go home, I go home and I think, okay, how did it go?
What
And
adjustments or
what
what could we do
adjustment,
differently?
and then I
Yes.
say for the next one, the next one, the next one. And I think, I don't know about you guys, but when I look at the first one
I
to
know, I
where
was
we are,
just thinking the
Where
same
we
too.
from?
I
Yeah.
was.
going from
Yeah.
kindergarten to the
It's like we're graduating from college already.
Exactly. And you know what? I don't know if you guys remember this, the day we went to Cal State
Oh
University, Sacramento. Oh
yes.
my God, that day was another amazing
Yes.
day.
Cal State
Being
with
in that space,
yeah.
talking to the students and
Yes.
the lecturers at that level
I know.
about this book was,
And did you see the look on their
oh,
face? They even invited
yes,
us back. So
back,
we're gonna go
yes.
back next
Yes,
year.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me
Yes.
too. Me
Absolutely,
too.
Yeah.
absolutely. So talking
Mhm.
about growth,
Mhm.
that's part of it. That's
Mhm.
part of
Mhm.
what we hope to achieve next year, to go more into the
Mhm.
universities and
Yeah.
to all the spaces where folks like us
Mhm.
have not ventured into, to continue being pace setters to change the
Yes.
narrative, because this work again is bigger than us,
Yeah.
and I feel like we were chosen
Yes.
chosen to do something that hasn't been done before, and it's an honor, it is a privilege, and I am so humbled by it. So what else do you want our
Whew.
fans to know about us, and what we're going to offer them? Is there anything else?
Well,
Well,
we're
we
going to
don't.
be our authentic self. So you're going
Yes.
to hear more about
Mhm.
who we are,
Mhm.
our history,
Yes.
because I feel like it's time for us to share more, and so they're going to
Ooh,
be
she's
able to
bold.
understand a little more where we're coming from. Yes.
I
Dr.
like
Ngoz, I
that.
was thinking along the same line. I'm like, okay, all the people we're interviewing, they're sharing this, but I don't think any
Yeah.
fans out there know who we are. I
Yeah.
think it would be more important for them to also know who we are, where we
Yeah.
are coming from.
Mhm.
Yes, they know that we are immigrant African women, but what do we do? What kind of jobs do we do? I think that would be awesome to let our fans in. So stay tuned for that piece to come, because we have a lot of things in stock for you in 2026.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
And what I would like to add to that is, the more people know
Mhm.
who we are and
Mhm.
what we can offer and how we got here, it's gonna continue to inspire them, because we want our stories
Mhm.
to inspire them, and there are components of ourselves and our stories
Mhm.
that to your point, we need to put out there when we're ready, absolutely, and when we need to.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
It
me too.
shows growth. It
Yeah.
shows we're getting, some people are getting out of their comfort
Yeah.
zone. But this has been quite
I didn't say I was going to
exciting.
share so much. I just said I was going to share.
Oh, don't take that back now. It's already out there. It's already captured.
It's a promise.
But hey, it is Christmas season,
Mhm.
and we definitely have a lot of messages to our fans out there. Let's start with you. What message do you have for our
I
fans?
just say that, Christmas is usually a time of joy and also a time where it brings up a lot of emotional feelings for folks. So, as a psychologist, I always, want to bring that self care into the picture. It's very important that folks take care of themselves. And Thanksgiving, it's also the time when we bring family, and sometimes we haven't spoken to those families in years. So, be mindful who you're bringing. Be ready to have that conversation if you need to. If you're not, then don't attend some of those events because, somebody else is forcing you to. Self care, take care of yourself.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
And as a nurse, a healthcare professional, I also want to tell everyone there that for those of us who work in that space, we see a lot of people coming into the hospitals, into the clinics with already a cup full of negative emotion. Just for people to know, okay, we are not the reason for the emotion, but we are in a space where we can give them hope when they leave the space where we are in. So out there being kind, no matter how tiny the kindness is, it brings me back to Mother Teresa of Child Jesus quote that the splendor of the roses and the sweet smelling of violets does not take little daisies their simplicity. I love that quote so much. So no matter how big we are, there are still those tiny moments that mean so much, and we cannot ignore them. For our folks out there, a lot of kindness to everyone. Be compassionate. Know that even though you have it, there are people who do not have it. A lot of kindness go a long way. Good morning. Hello. How are you doing? Goes a long way to bring people out of their situation at that moment. So
Right.
be kind.
Right, absolutely. And tagging on to that also, because we know that during the holidays is when people travel to be with their families, and there are folks who don't have
Yeah,
families to
that's true.
celebrate the season with. And so kindness goes a long way. And we all owe it to one another to be kind, to show love to a stranger. And so in this season of giving and loving and celebration, please be somebody else's miracle. Let's continue to lift each other up. And from our family to yours, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Continue to stay safe, take care of yourself, continue to love yourself and love
Yes.
others. Until we meet again, we are the Voices of Triumph.
Triumph.
Ndewono.
Everyone,
Ndewo.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, it's so
Thank
wonderful.
Voices echo, an echo of triumph, a spirit aglow.